Welcome everyone to Talia Talks podcast. You are here with your host, Talia Majdalawi. I hope you're all doing well and ready to take in this energy to leave with growth and inspired thoughts. Welcome back everyone to another episode here on my podcast. Thank you so much. You are all very much appreciated. I hope you're all doing well, solid. I hope everything is going smooth. You're all getting ready for this beautiful weather and have done your spring cleaning. I am just really giggling at myself because holy cow. I have felt the spring cleaning in my knees, my elbows, my wrists, like my head. I recently am just getting over the flu, and I just feel like the shift from January 2023 and all the way up until now has been crazy. Like, I feel like major shifts are happening for everyone's lives right now. I don't know if it's just me, but I really feel like shit is happening for us. Let's take a moment to welcome that energy, welcome those vibes into our lives. We have really been putting in the work. I mean, if you really feel like that, I know that's why you're listening to me right now, because I've been feeling like that. I've been feeling pumped. I've been feeling, yes, very, very extremely tired, but super aligned with where my life is going. Holy shit, do I feel aligned, and do I feel like I am going in the right direction? And ladies and gentlemen, that's when you know you are doing shit right. Okay, nobody's perfect. Nobody always feels like they're in alignment, but if you know what I'm talking about, please, take this shit in. Like, if you really feel like you're breaking barriers, cutting people off that don't deserve your time and space, energy, throwing out like old shit that no longer serves you. I'm kidding you. Like, spring cleaning for me, I cleaned out like 10 plus bags of straight fucking clothes, shoes. I freaking even opened a Poshmark. Like, I'm just like, I need to get rid of shit that just does not align with me anymore. Like, for real. Our time, space, energy is so valuable. Our health, number one, is super, super priority. Like, I literally felt like a bus straight hit me, and I'm like, all right, it's time for me to just pause, take a minute, and understand what it is that I'm doing, right? Like, I don't want to be a robot. I don't want to be programmed to working a job that just doesn't fulfill me, doesn't make me happy. I'm tired of eating shit just to eat it. Like, I'm tired of just working out just because and not actually enjoying my workouts. Like, I actually want to feel in alignment with every single little thing that I do in my life, even if I'm not in the best of moods, because we're going to wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Like, we're going to encounter people that is going to fuck up our days. We're going to feel malaligned or misaligned at times. But what is alignment? Like, what does that mean to you? For me, let me tell you, alignment is dropping people that, don't bring you happiness. Honestly, cutting jobs that are not making you happy, even if they're paying those bills, right? Like, getting out of those toxic relationships, not paying attention to what your parents are telling you to do, or just, not letting the person in the fucking bodega piss you off, like, or the motherfucker at Lowe's, tell you they can't help you or not want to help you, the waitress or waiter that gave you bad service. Like, I know this sounds petty, but everything that I do in my life and every person that I encounter, if I encounter you, I'm giving you all of me. I'm giving you 100% my full-blown, genuine energy. And when shit, places, people, things fuck with my energy, right, and make me feel like less than or tired or drained, honestly, it's not for me. Like, quick story, I was in Lowe's, and this was on Mother's Day. I was buying like plants, whatever, and shit for my house. And I'm on the line. I got this fucking planter. Of course, the shit didn't have a sticker on it with the price. And I'm at the register. And I'm like, hi, good afternoon. This bitch is just, she don't even give me eye contact. Like, she's like, beeping, scanning every shit in my cart, right? I'm just like, all right, she's busy, she's tired, she wants to go home. So she grabs the pot that doesn't have a sticker on it, and she's like, I can't scan this because there's no sticker on here. Like, there's no sticker on here. Super, super nasty, like disgustingly nasty. And I'm like, I looked at her like in complete shock. Like, talk about misaligned, talk about negative energy, talk about just what the fuck. I completely just stared at her in complete utter disbelief because I could not believe like she was, number one, talking to me like that. Number two, like in her fucking Lowe's uniform, like, sweetie, you're at work. And talking to me like we're at the fucking corner store. Like, are you kidding me? This sweet, nice lady behind me was looking at her like, complete in disbelief, just like I was. So I knew I wasn't bugging. So I took it upon myself to take a deep breath. I counted to 10 in my head very quickly. And I was like, okay, is it possible if I can go just grab a sticker? And like her tone completely shifted. She was like, yeah, no problem. Go ahead. Go get the sticker, whatever. You could even take a picture. I was like, sure, no problem. I'll go take a picture. I come back, I was like, happy Mother's Day. I hope you get out of here quickly. Yeah, it's been a long day for me. Like, her little tone went from like 150 to like 80 real quick. And the lady behind me was just like, giving me that look and like smiled at me. And I was like, all right, have a nice day. Enjoy your Mother's Day, whatever. I could have easily entertained her and went on that same level, right? That same wavelength of energy that she was on. Number one, I don't know who pissed her off. I don't know what happened, what news she got that made her upset. To be honest, it is what it is. Everyone has bad days. I sure do have bad days, but I don't take it out on people. It's totally fine. Everyone handles, stress differently. And I'm sure you've encountered that many, many times before. My point is just, what do you want to invite into your energy and what do you want to give attention to? Right? Like, I could have easily invited that energy in, but I completely put a huge barrier and was like, no, you're not fucking up my day. Like, I was in your store for a good hour and a half, smelling your flowers, checking out your plants, I'm spending a nice penny here. Like, I'm not even going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't align with my values and my morals. Mind you, you're an older woman. Like, no. You know what I mean? So this is my point. It's like, what is in alignment with your emotions, your physical health, mental health, emotional health, all that. And I think it's good to be aware and conscious and make conscious decisions of what we want to invite in our biofield. So I'm reading this book and it talks about energetic biofield and like just energy, how we're human, but we're made up of molecules and we're magnets to each other, to people, to places, to things. And us as humans, we don't even use our brain capacity to our full potential. What do I mean by that? I mean that we get so caught up in whether it's emotion or addiction or things that society wants us to be caught up in, and we don't really listen to our intuition. We don't really go with the feelings that really make us feel at peace, that really make us feel happy. We don't get in tune with, we don't tap into our true desires and things that truly makes us feel happy. We don't consciously make those decisions because we're so programmed to run on E most of the time. We're like robots. And this book talks about how we have to surround ourselves with people, places, things that make us happy. And if there are energy fields around us or just vibes around us that don't make us happy or don't align with us, we have to find a way to push back. We have to find a way to retrieve from these situations, these places, people, things. So whether it be people, whether it be things, I filled up like 10 plus trash bags of clothes that I've had for years. And I've had like this emotional attachment to it. I don't know why. Like, I'm such a Lion King fan, and my sister bought me a Lion King shirt. I never wore it, had the tag on it. I've had that shirt in my closet for like maybe like 10 years. Like, it's folded up in the same way I folded it the first time. Like, I unfolded it and it was like making noises type of vibe. Like, it was, I'm like, all right, I need to get rid of this. But again, these are things that we hold on to emotionally, energetically, and it holds us back. Believe it or not, it really does. It takes up space. It takes up space in our closet. It takes up space in our minds, right? And I know it sounds so simple and so silly, but it has value to it. There's value to and validation to this. And what I mean by this is, let go of things that no longer align with you now and are no longer going to be aligning with you down the line. I'm 30 years old. I don't want to be wearing a fucking Lion King shirt when I'm 33. I'm not going to wear it. I know I'm not going to wear it. There's nothing wrong with wearing a fucking Lion King shirt. I'm just saying, like, I know it's a shirt that I'm just not going to wear. Right? There's things in my closet that I've had, bags, fucking a whole bunch of shit ton of shit that I don't even use. And it just holds up space. It holds up space. It doesn't align with what I'm doing now in this point of time in my life. I think my sister bought that Lion King shirt when I went to like see Lion King on Broadway, right? So that happened already, right? So we're holding on to memories, things, possessions, addictions that aren't aligning with us now. So for me, it's like, I need to let go. I need to continue to heal my vibes. I need to charge up my energy with things that make me happy, fulfill me, right? I need to nourish my body, not only with foods that I eat, but with my surroundings. Addictions is another one. If I'm trying to let go of this addiction to, for example, nicotine, like, I'm not going to have packs of cigarettes in my room or ashtrays laying around, or, I'd keep a lighter next to my candles instead of keeping my lighter in my drawer, next to a pack of cigarettes or a fucking Lucy. Like, same thing with weed. If you're trying to quit weed or cut back, like, don't go buy more weed, like, save whatever shit you have left and maybe cut down. Like, you don't need to make these drastic, huge changes all at once, right? Because change doesn't happen overnight. But to get aligned with your best version of you and to feel lighter on your feet, you have to start somewhere. And places, people, things is something to really think about. Think of self. Like, I tell myself, I'm like, Tal, does this align with you? Like, are you feeling good about this? Like, your gut doesn't lie. You know what feels good to you. You know what's in alignment with you. You know what's best for you. And sometimes we make decisions out of emotion, or we make decisions because we have this attachment to it, or we make decisions because of other people. And in order to be in alignment with true self, you have to make decisions that are hard, are tough, are going to hurt people's feelings. But at the end of the day, it's for the better you. I mean, this book is incredible. For those who don't know, I am a yogurt teacher. I am a yoga teacher. I'm teaching classes. I have my Reiki certification. I do sound therapy, healing, guided meditations, all this, cool shit, right? And it's so cool and interesting. Like Zumba, I love taking Zumba classes. I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go take a fucking Zumba certification. I'm gonna do it because it's in alignment with the things that interest me and the things that I like. So think about that shit. Like, if you like to cook, look up cooking classes. If you like to plant and garden or whatever, like, they teach you these things. There's classes. Join a community that aligns with your interests, your morals, and your goals. Stop being sucked by energy vampires that only want to see you do good, but not better than them. Okay, and that's a small percentage. Like, that's a very small percentage. And I tell my family all the time, especially my siblings, I'm like, listen, it's better to be alone than bad company. Like, I'm that person. All right, call me a grump, call me whatever you want to call me. I love people. I have a close-knit friend group. But I really, really enjoy my alone time. I enjoy my me time. I enjoy my books. I enjoy my space. And I enjoy being in alignment with things that truly fulfill me and align with my morals, values, and goals. And I want you to think about that. Think about places, things that align with your morals, goals, and most importantly, your beliefs. A lot of what we're going through right now in the world is just so fucked. And the last thing that you should want around you are energy vampires and just vibes that just make you unhappy. Like, you ever be in a good mood and someone just says something or annoys you or looks at you a certain way, or you're in a really good mood and you text someone and they give you like this dry ass text, like, just, I'm sorry, I don't want to take it personal. I'm not taking shit personal. We can't take things personal. No one is ever happy-go-lucky and chippery-yippery, but if you limit people, places, things that do not align with you, you will be 10 times more happier. You will be 10 times more safe. And maybe it's my childhood trauma that makes me want to stay in the safe zone. But honestly, I want to feel safe in my own space and take full-blown responsibility of my peace, of my sanity and happiness, because I truly believe that you are 100 million, 50, 75, 100 billion% responsible of your peace, of your happiness. Don't blame your neighbor. Don't blame the bitch at Lowe's. Don't blame your boyfriend, your ex's fucking baby mother. Like, don't blame these people. You have full responsibility. Full responsibility. Is it hard? Absolutely. Absolutely. This podcast is called Alignment. It's fucking hard to stay in alignment. Things that you can do to stay in alignment. Join a fucking cooking class. Do some yoga. Meditate. Right? Buy a fucking journal for $4.99 in Marshalls, Burlington, TJ Maxx, or Home Goods. Those are my stores. Like, we have the resources. Stop filling your brain with Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, or just content that really just does not align with the things that you value, the things that make you happy. Follow influencers, quote unquote, or I'm going to say influencers, whatever. Follow people that, and what I mean by this, influencers and following, is look up content that inspires you. And what I mean by influencers is more of mentors. Look for mentors. Network. Talk to people. Talk to people that are doing things that you want to do. And what I mean by that is, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater and be like, oh, how are you doing this? I want to do the same thing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about network. Put yourself out there. Hey, what's up? I really liked your content, XYZ, yada, yada, yada. Or, hey, I'm into baking. Like, I tried your recipe, any suggestions? My muffins came out this way. That's what I mean by network, and put yourself out there. Don't be a fake person. Don't be fake either. You know what I mean? Like, again, engage in things that align and make you feel at ease. I feel like as humans, we put ourselves in positions that we should not have to put ourselves in. We shouldn't, as people, as a society. Like, why are we putting ourselves in places, situations, encountering things that are not in alignment with us and how we were raised and how we were brought up? Stop letting people influence you in the wrong ways. Feed your brain soul food, feed it good things. Feed your energy, your vibes, your space with good aura, good things, right? Cleanse those closets out with shit that you don't need, you don't use, like old stuff, gifts from your past, like all that. You don't need that, and I'm not saying to be a hermit either, but I feel like where we are in this point of life and time, space, energy, it's like, nothing else in the world should matter besides you feeling like you're on a throne with like nature, fresh air, beautiful energy. Like, yes, I'm not saying shit doesn't happen. Life is not a roller coaster, because obviously it's up and down. Life is balance. But majority of your time, you should be feeling good. You should be feeling like you're in alignment. You should be wanting to heal your childhood traumas. And by healing those childhood traumas, you got to really dig deep. Is it painful? Yes, it's 100% painful, but it's doable. It really, really is doable. Thank you so much for tuning in on this episode today. I will definitely catch you in my next podcast. Over and out.